Hail, bird of prey. 5. Hail, Karuga.
Kapla!
Kapla.
I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Kiroga. That's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember to tip your waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
If you come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. If you're here to make war, we surrender.
Both good. The important thing is I'm meeting new people.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework factory. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. And that means you're going to make a profit.
Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest, with a special pride never written before or since. Tall words, proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Ezri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Bird o' Prey 5 channel. Hail Karoga.
Hello world, it's Bird o' Prey 5, Kapla, and welcome to Bed Life for January 29th, 2024, aka National Puzzle Day. National Puzzle Day. A day for puzzles of all types. Not just the cardboard puzzles that you used to, get a puzzle of your favorite cartoon and you would maybe 800 pieces, 1,000 pieces, all cut up cardboard, high gloss on one side and just cardboard chalked brown on the other. And you'd spend the first 15 minutes separating all the edge pieces out from the rest and put together the frame, and then from the frame go ahead and start putting in the interior, desperately hoping that you weren't missing a single piece, but inexplicably you'd always get down to a point where there was one piece that just happened to be missing. And no matter how closely you looked and rechecked, the piece just wasn't there. Until somehow, once you were truly done, that missing piece just showed itself. And like, oh my God, we really weren't missing a piece. After all, probably something I should have stopped worrying about. And as a lesson in life, probably something I should just never have worried about to begin with. Because the result is it was in fact extremely rare to ever be doing a puzzle with a missing puzzle piece. Almost as rare as a Lego set that had a genuinely missing Lego piece and not one that I simply screwed up on and didn't realize I forgot an entire bag of Lego pieces or something. Almost every time it was my fault, not the Lego set's fault. It was my fault, not the puzzle set's fault. But interestingly enough, at least once it was the Lego set's fault. And at least once it was the puzzle's fault. So I could never say for sure. That's what I guess made it a puzzle. Not Ryan Johnson, first in the chat, says hello in Kapla. Hail Karoga. Hail Karoga. Carlo Albanese says hi, hope everyone is as well as can be. Thank you, Carlo. And thank you, Carlo, for hailing Karoga here and in the den of Salty himself on his church live stream. To his annoyance, you bring up Karoga, you hail Karoga, and it does not go unnoticed, sir. Jedi Bill says, Kabla, brother warrior, Berto Pray 5, and all should hail Karoga. Thank you, Jedi Bill. And Jedi Bill says hello to Carlo Albanese as well. Positive candor, this great googly moogly Kapla positive candor. I see you were streaming today. Great googly moogly indeed. And Carlo says, who's late? Bed Life, it's a stream by Berto Pray 5. Chronos says, what is a bird? It's a flying animal with wings. Yvette says, good evening, Bird and everyone. Good evening to the lovely Yvette. And technically, Chronos, birds don't have to fly. There are ground birds. There are ground-based birds. They're usually big, angry looking. Talk about angry birds. Yvette says, good evening, Bird and everyone. Good evening again to the lovely Yvette. Chrono says, hey to all. Carlo Albanese says, a beautiful woman normally, but not here. A beautiful woman normally, but not here. Carlo says, hail, Karoga. Absolutely. Chrono says, Kapla, Kapla. Carlo said, hail, Karoga. Carlo says, hey to Chronos, good to see you. Chrono says, hey to Carlo. And 47 Yorktown says, hello, young sir, and gives a puzzle piece emoji. Thank you, 47. Chronos reminds us the tip counts. Hakeem says hello, Bird and chat. Hello, Hakeem. Mike Richards says greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Greetings, Mike Richards. Hakeem says hey to Chronos. Carlos says we, the people, have the right to request 4 more. Yes, we do. Chronos says hey to Richards. Almost bird time, says Carlo. 47 Yorktown says howdy to Chronos. Mike Richards hailing Chronos. Carlo says hold on to your chairs. Chronos says weed the people. Yes, we're gonna weed the people. We're gonna weed out the people. Wario says, Kapla Bird, hope you and the family are doing well today. Thank you, Schwario. I hope you are doing well today. Chrono says, hello, world. And hey to Shaw. Carlo Albanese puts in the Mamo pray, Birdo pray, Sisto pray, Nephew pray, Sassy pray, and big ol' hug emojis. Thank you, Carlo. Chrono says, puzzle this.
I said nice profile picture.
Mamo praises nice profile picture, Carlo. Chrono says, start with the corners. Yes, when you're doing a 2D puzzle, start with the corners. Carlo says, Vertebrae 5 is a puzzle. Not sure where the edges are. Never mind what the picture is. Indeed. Oh, and the edges, says Chronos. Carlo says, I know the pieces fit because I saw them fall away. No two are the same. Chronos says, don't step on Legos. Yeah, that's not really a puzzle. That's good life advice. Hakeem says, I've had a problem losing Lego pieces. It's like they roll into a black hole, never to be seen again. You know what, Hakeem? I blame the Large Hadron Collider. I am pretty sure they created a Lego black hole. I think they know they did it, and I think they're afraid to admit it. Dean Rogers says hi. Hello, Dean. And yes, the fact that it rhymes only makes it all that more suspicious. If the crime rhymes, it's twice as guilty. That's how it works. Carlo Albanese says that damn Lego black hole. Chrono says ouchies. Carlo Albanese says hey to Hakeem. Dean Rogers says, have we lost audio or did the speaker stop speaking? I imagine neither. Maybe I was silent for a moment. John Araki with a 99-cent super poop super sticker. Thank you, John Araki. Let's see. I have to refresh. Okay, now are we going to get the alert for the 99-cent super poop super sticker? Come on. Why would that not work? Refresh, interact, alert box. Let's try this. Let's try it now. I haven't stopped speaking. It would seem I stopped speaking, but I haven't. I'm just trying to figure out why the super poop super sticker isn't running. This is a weird one, people. This is a weird one. Refresh properties. Let's try. Let's try this. Well, I don't know why. I do not know why we're having an issue today, but we are. But thank you, John Araki. It is what it is. We'll figure it out later. Talking about puzzles, we seem to have a puzzle of our own, a conundrum, if you will. Chrono says ouchies, and Carlos says hey to Hakeem. Chrono says Karoga is pure evil. False. Karoga is love. Karoga is all that is good in the world. Mike Richards' life is a puzzle. Kick over the table. Dean Rogers says, hey, everyone, lovely to meet you. Lovely to meet everyone. Everyone, Dean Rogers. Dean, everyone. Kronos is the poor orphan. Minors. They're not poor. I mean, not technically. Carla Albanese says, I hail Karoga on every stream I'm on, whether they know it or not. However, I always shout a little bit louder when on the anti-tracker stream. Thank you, Carlo. That's the way to do it. Eastland Burkholder. Thank you, Eastland, by the way. I got a video message from you on one of our other ways of communicating. Where are we? Sorry, everything jumped again. No, we're not pure evil. Eastland Burkle, this is sunshine on Karoga is shining here now. That's awesome. Kronos is hey to Eastland. Eastland Burkle, this is and tough birds usually. Oh, yes. If you're a non-flying bird, you are a very tough land-based bird. Carlos says you don't have to be insane to be here, but it helps. Kronos says birds can be angry. Oh yes, birds can be very angry. It's not just the name of a game. It's real. It's real. I created it. It's real. Positive Candace is Ashley Berto-Frey. I was unable to stream today, but tomorrow and Thursday, I will be doing a watch party for episodes 1 and 2 of Masters of the Air, and also have you watched it yet? I don't believe I have. I don't believe I have. I'll have to figure out what it is. Carlos says, I've never heard of an angry bird before. Really, not a one. Eastland says, hey, say hi to Mom O'Prey. I will, Mom O'Prey. Hello. Mom O'Prey says hello to Eastland. Hello to everybody. Except Kronos. She's still pissed. She's still angry. Kronos is being very nice to you, Mom O'Prey. Although he's saying I cheat.
What?
He's saying I cheat.
You cheat.
Yeah, I think he looked at my Birdle for this morning, and so I had gotten 4 of the 5 letters right off the bat, and he thinks I cheated. Which of course I didn't. Unless you consider the fact that I created all the answers. And I did not commit them to memory. So there's no way I would have known today's answer was what it was. Carlo has a bird rant. No, I don't think I ranted yet today. The Random Menace is greetings from the future. My nose is running and I'm out of breath.
To try to catch it.
Unable to catch it.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that, Random Menace. Although it was some clue you gave today for Mom O'Prey.
Oh.
In Wordle,
Don't give it away.
I'm not giving it away.
It was not easy.
It was not not an easy clue. That's Mama Frey.
I had to think.
You had to think. Cody Guy is waving. Welcome, Cody Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be good. Cody Guy is waving. Chrono says, hey, the time, dude. Carlos says, smoke 'em if you got 'em. And again, that's where John Iraki's super poop super sticker came in. And can we try once again? Maybe we'll get something to come from it. Skip alert. Nothing's coming up. Huh. Weird. Oh well. Chrono says, Mom is going commie. Carlos says, thank you to Mom will pray. Chrono says, doors and corners. Schwario says, Bird of Prey, I'm going on a small fast. I haven't eaten in 2 days. Don't worry, I'm okay. Okay, Schwario. A short fast is a healthy fast. 1, 2 days, not so bad. If you start going beyond 3, I would say make sure you have your doctor keeping.
Keeping hydrated.
And Mama probably wants to make sure you're keeping hydrated. Not just it's okay that you're fasting so long as you're keeping hydrated. Dean lost audio, but he's back. Welcome back, Dean. Chrono says super poop. Yes, the super poop, super emoji. It's one of our more famous super stickers. Ooh. Thank you, Mama Gray.
Is it okay?
It is delicious. Mama Gray made for me some pasta with spinach, and I'll be honest, I'm going to eat it as I talk. Okay, that's good. Carlos says technology, welcome back. Chrono says refresh. Positive candor says give me Genesis. Chronos is saying refresh. That was for me to refresh. And I did, and it still didn't work. Dean Rogers says Schwario. Is that a religious fast? It's a good question. The Random Menace says Genesis. Planet Forbidden. John Araki says kissing Dax is more rigged than the NFL. Yeah, I heard that the NFL, we've got the teams set to go to the Super Bowl. The 49ers and I don't know, somebody else. Dean Rogers says, Con echoes. Crow says, did Bird watch South Park? I'm pretty sure I'm caught up on all South Park. You know what I watched? What I watched last night? Well, obviously, I imagine I'm not the only one here who is subscribed to Red Letter Media. Anyway, for those who are subscribed to Red Letter Media, yesterday they did a review, and not a review, their review of Showgirls, the 1995 NC-17 film Showgirls. That was an attempt to popularize the NC-17 rating by Hollywood filmmakers. A failed attempt to normalize NC-17 rating. It didn't work. They had hoped that NC-17 would be a just another possibility for Hollywood blockbuster film ratings beyond R, beyond R. But it didn't work out. But my God, I wasn't expecting to watch it because I went to Vudu, which is where I go generally to rent videos these days, and it wasn't available. It was not available to buy or rent on Vudu. And I'll be honest, at that point, I had almost no hope that I would be able to find it legally. Because if it's not available on Vudu, usually I have to download it, pirate it illegally, or not watch it. Well, to my surprise and amazement, despite it not being available legally on Vudu, it was available for free on Tubi. Tubi TV had the entire movie available, and I didn't even get a single ad break, maybe because I was using it in Brave, which has a built-in ad blocker, but I watched the entire movie, not a single ad break, in its full NC-17 glory, which meant so many boobies. So many boobies. I was surprised that, although to be honest, it was only boobies. It wasn't, I really not sure why that gets an NC-17 compared to any other rated R movie of the, late 80s, early 90s that had plenty of boobies in it too. But damn. Yeah. So if anybody has Tubi and never got to see Showgirls, it is a pretty hilarious. It is a pretty hilariously bad film. It is It is not at all what I thought the film would be. And I never watched it. I in 1995, it was an adult film, so I had zero shits to give about it. Now, it's just hilariously bad film to watch. So, you know, for those interested, it is there. It's on Tubi. So you can't even buy it if you wanted to. You've got to watch it through Tubi. John Araki says, yes, I read that already. That Kissing Dash is more rigged than the NFL. Schwario says no to Dean Rogers. It's not a religious fast. Carlo Albanese says, Bird, there is a cat stuck to the window screen of your bird of prey. Should I send the orphans out to scrape it off, or do you want it to leave it there to scare your enemies? Obviously, it's there to scare my enemies. Thank you, Carlo. Chrono says Khan is dead. Well, I don't know. Dean Rogers says for more spinach, no boobies. Dean Rogers would $1.99, not euro, $1.99 British pound, pound sterling, $1.99 pound sterling, super chat. Thank you, Dean Rogers, for more spinach. You know what? I'm going to have some right now. Got the pasta and the spinach rolled up. Thank you. It's the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs that are doing the Kansas City Chiefs that are doing the Super Bowl. Kroger is lying. What? Kronos says Kroger is lying to you. That's not true. Carlos says, I fast when I sleep. Probably why I don't sleep often. Kronos says, I could sleep. John Araki says, hashtag Dear Bop. We'll get to them. We'll get to Dear Bop. There is at least one Dear Bop. Carlo says, hail Karoga. Carlo says, wait, we can message you other than with Dear Bop. Some people have figured out ways. Chrono says, bop, bop. Carlo says, sending spam now. Chrono says, spam rocks. Chrono says, open up that can of spam. Carlo says, don't worry, it's out of date. like the one Mama Pray saved for us. Kyle Cullen waves. Welcome, Kyle. The Random Menace says to Dean Rogers, welcome. Make yourself at home. There are dishes in the sink. The vacuum cleaner is under the stairs and the basement. We don't talk about the basement. Yeah, that's actually, all true. Carlos is cheater. Dean says they make sense. The basement is still under martial law. Chrono says he's nice. I'm nice. Hey, Rogers. Positive Candor says Masters of the Air is a 9-part miniseries on Apple TV. They aired the first 2 episodes on Friday, with following episodes each Friday. Masters of the Air. So we need to check. Dean Rogers is vacuumed under the stairs. Kronos' bird is committed. Carlo is laughing. Random Menace says, Kronos, you are nice. I thought you are you are a niece. I thought you're a nephew. Dean Rogers cleans up the gum under the tables. Nieces to pieces, says Kronos. Dean Rogers is lolling. Carlos is gum rechewable? Is the gum rechewable? I hope not. Kronos says super poop. Mike Richards is super poop. Worst Marvel character ever. Dean Rogers says, Carlo, you go for it, mate. I'm not that brave. Kronos says Marvel is going downhill. Random Menace says Mop still has it. She managed Wordle in 1. Did she now? Carlo Albanese says, remember, this stream is for time travelers. Make a comment now, and Bird will instantly read it in a half hour. Kronos is super duper. Carlo says, I wouldn't lick the hole on a bus. I mean again. Dean Rogers says that may be a little cruel, but I know what you mean. We are all friends here, yes. Kronos says spinach is good for you, and I don't care about sports. And John Araki says, Mamo Bray, 2024. Dean Rogers says, I would say that it's better to lick the pole than use it to earn money. I just experienced calling. That was a hell of a bus ride. Random Menace says, spinach is good. No, not the itch. Carlo Albanese says, what's a Super Bowl? Does it hold twice the amount of cereal? I wish it did. Dean Rogers is lolling. Kronos says, does Bird of Prey 5 have cred? Of course I have cred. Thomas Potts says, the NFL is as rigged as Jeopardy. Kronos says, hey to Potts. Jedi Bill says, Kansas City Chiefs. Thank you, Jedi Bill. Carlo missed the bus. Stan Lee is at yells, showgirls. Yes, showgirls. Kronos says, hey, brother warrior. Dean Rogers says, Miss D. Bus was also not present. Kronos says, I saw that in the theater. You saw showgirls in the theater? Random says, Bird cried havoc and let slip the dogs of war. Stanley says, I had no idea there was also a Basic Instinct 2 with Sharon Stone. That's right. They talked about all the sequels to movies they'd never heard of. Basic Instinct 2. There was a Showgirls too. And yeah, that ending scene of Showgirls where it had the miles to Los Angeles, where at the beginning of Showgirls, it was the miles to Las Vegas. And like the second movie is basically just, not that it turned out that way, but basically showing she's going to go to LA. And at the time, now that we know what, I mean, we always knew what it was, but basically everything that she had happen to her in Vegas was going to probably happen again to her in LA. That was the secret, the open secret, but nobody knew it at the time. And it was just, she was all likely to be victimized all over again. Of course, I mean, I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to give anything away because I have a feeling that not too many people saw the movie or remembered the movie, even if they did see it. So, still worth seeing. Stanley says, yeah, people felt dirty going to it. Kronos says, the dude from Dune got some action. Shanaraki says, Bird only hires women that show up naked and put more clothes on slowly over several songs. Kronos says, voodoo. The voodoo that you do so well, Kronos. You accidentally rented Showgirls. No, I didn't accidentally. I went with all intent on purchasing Showgirls, but Voodoo said no Showgirls for you. But then Tubi said, oh, we've got it for free. I'm like, oh, well, that's even better. Deej says, hello, universe. What you're trying to out hello me? Because I say, hello, world. I'm going to show you no one outside this planet is receiving this. Stanley says, oh, it's not even streaming. Oh, Showgirls is streaming right this second. Dean Rogers says, are you his friends? I'm not sure what's happening here. Some people are friends. Some people are subjects. Dean Rogers says, banter? Dee says, what's up, Croners? And Dean says, hi to Deej. Kyle says, I'll send you the VHS. Chrono says, hello, me. Mike Richards says, greetings to Deej. Carlo Albanese says, to be or not to be. Stanley says, uncensored. Well, I don't see any censorship. I don't see any censorship. Okay, Mom, pray. Dean Rogers says hello to you, Kronos. Captain Finity, Temporis Maximus is in the chat. Kronos says hey to Dean and Finity. Deej puts in Sisopray emojis and then says boobs. Carlo Albanese says boobies. Kronos says there was more than boobies. Carlos says hey to Deej. Says hey to Carlo. Kronos says Bird is having a stroke. Was I? It was just so goddamn delicious. The pasta with the spinach with some garlic, obviously, in the spinach. Carlos says, hope you're doing better. Dee says, while watching Showgirls. Carlos says, never watched it. Random Man says, on Netflix, there is a Czech sci-fi movie titled Restore Point. It does not seem to have English audio. However, it is really watchable. Does it have English, text at least? English subtitles? Deed says, thank you, Carlo. I am. Yes, of course I'm slow on the chat. God damn it, I'm super slow on the chat. Where are we? Dee says, thank you, Carlo. I am. 47 Yorktown says, dear God, I saw Showgirls in the theater in 1995, I assume he means. Carlo says he only saw the same scene over and over again. Carlo says, good for you, 47. Deed says, I didn't watch Showgirls. I had my least favorite Saved by the Bell chick. It had my least favorite Saved by the Bell chick. John Araki says Elizabeth Berkley should have had a more success than she did. The Random Menace says European movies have a ton of nudity without any fuzz about it. Yeah, I know. You Europeans and your casual nudity. 47 Yorktown says, no, it wasn't Kronos. Dean Rogers, thank you again for the 199 British. Not Sterling. Sterling, thank you for spinach. Kronos is Deej. She was in it. Deej says, I didn't like her, though, Kronos. Random Menace says, Dean used to be in the EU. Carlo Albanese with a 40-month friend of Karoga super chat saying, remember to fly Karogan Airlines because it'll get you to your final destination faster than most. Your final destination, indeed. Kronos says, opinions. Dean says, we did indeed. Lol. Carlo Albanese says, there's another Brit in the chat. Hakeem says, the only reason why I watched it was because of Saved by the Bell girl, and I regretted it. Kronos is more Monty Python. Deja, sit on my face and tell me that you love me. Kronos is rolling, good song. The Random Menace is neither donation alerts seem to be working. 205 donated $2.49. Says, do donations work? I want Dax. It seemingly like they're out today. Let's try this. Okay, I am opening, going to alert box. I'm going to test a test donation. No, it is not working. Interesting. What can we do? What can we do? Okay. On, off, refresh. No.
Can't get donations.
Let's see. Just super chat. No. Okay, it would appear that it's not my fault. It appears that StreamYards appears to be down. Recent events. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. It's StreamYard. It is down. Nothing I can seem to do about it. Send donations to Bob O'Brien. I will look for your donations, and I will still talk about them, but there will be no automatic videos. Kronos' opinions. We did indeed, says Dean. There's another Brit. I read that. Kronos' good song. Random Menace. That's where we were. Says neither donation alerts seem to be working. Kronos says Time Dude is having issues. Carlo Albanese says Sunday. Birdo Prey 5 might eat the out-of-date spam. Mom will pray safe for us. Kronos says, what day is today? Today is Monday. Random Menace says, no issues here. Bird has some. Carlo says Tuesday. Kronos says Tuesday. Reed says hashtag Bird broke the notifications. Random Menace is still today, but soon tomorrow. Kronos says still Monday. Carlo Albanese says, I think the torpedoes are due today. Dee says, does your chewing gum lose its flavor on the bedpost overnight? Apparently, Mom O'Prey knew that must have been a song. Positive Candor says, future comic book, one niece instead of one piece. Kronos is super duper poop. Positive Candor says, or one niece in a one piece for a future comic book. Captain Infinity says what Bird was talking about a half hour ago was simply amazing. I don't even remember. Deed says 20 minutes and Bird still doesn't know I'm here. Kronos' Bird is slow on the chat. Schwario says, Bird, I just broke my fast. I'm having ramen noodles. Good for you. Deed says, do like me, Bird. Just use a large mixing bowl for cereal. Kronos says, cereal is evil. I mean, I used to easily eat the entire box of cereal. When I would have cereal, they would have, the only reason I'd stop is because the box ran out. Now I don't, but in the old days, yes. Deed says blueberry cereal. Kronos says he also saw Showgirls in the theater. Pop Culture Curator says, hello, Pop. Schwario says, Showgirls is a great movie. Elizabeth Berkley is hot. I liked her in Saved by the Bell. I did not recall that she was in Saved by the Bell. Watching it last night, I just it didn't occur to me that she was in Saved by the Bell. Pop says, hey, Kronos. Kronos is RHCPs. Deed says hello to Pop. Kronos says, give it away now. Pop Culture Curator says hello there to Deed. Kronos says, Voodoo is a good song. And 2. Kronos says, Bird is the one that is so far away. Subject to review, says Carlo. Deed says the International Space Station has a bird block on their Wi-Fi. Kronos says Deej is DJing Deej. Deej says it's the Deej, Kronos. The lovely Sherry is waving. Welcome to lovely Sherry. There's still a space station? Asked Kronos. And Deej is singing, Sherry, Sherry baby. Kronos says he can't sing Sherry. I'm not surprised. Very few of us can. Kronos is lolling. Carlos is the question. How do I respond to a comment you just made half an hour ago by now? Kronos' Bird probably won't get our HCPs. I'll be honest, I'm not really 100% sure. Deej says hashtag Dear Bop. Lovely Sherry says hello to Deej and a hug. Kronos says, where the hell is Sherry been? Deej says hashtag Super Slow Joe. Random Menace says the movie Restore Point has English subtitles. Gotcha. Carlos says he's dyslexic though. You can still manage. Jim's Landscape LLC #1 Commodore Productions says hello, Jim. The lovely Sherry says, I've been hiding from you, Kronos. I have a feeling I actually believe that. Deed says hello to Jim. Kronos says doesn't know Restore Point. Carlo Albanese is waving. Kronos says to the lovely Sherry, thank goodness I was losing blood. What? Jim's Landscape says, please check out Commodore Boone Scene 2 in Commodore Boone Returns video. And puts a link. Kronos says, I was getting woozy. Jim's Landscape says, hail the Deej, Kronos, and the lovely Sherry. The lovely Sherry says, hey, back to Jim. Mike Richards says, Salty Tracker sabotage Bird's computer? Question mark. Never. He does not have the operational abilities to sabotage Kurogan computers. Jim's Landscape says, "Oh my." Carlos says, "That's not very nice of him." Kronos says, "Is Bird trying to cheat?" Never, never, Kronos. I would never try to cheat. I would succeed. Carlos says, "I think we should get Kissing Dax to make up for it." Yeah, I guess we should. It's not our fault, Carlo. You know what? You are certainly right. So let's get some Kissing Dax. Nope. Nope. Sorry about that. Mispressed. Carlos says, "I thought Bird was blaming us for a moment." No, I don't blame you guys. Dee says, "Bird will truffle shuffle for each of your donations." No, there will be no truffle shuffles. Jim says, "Get a Streamlab. It's cheaper, but more things for your bucks." I'm kind of happy with what I got when it works. We'll see. But thank you, Jim. Kronos says, "Truffles are expensive." Carlos says, "I can't wait for Sleepo Prey to return and start making up his own chats." Maybe not today, Carlo, but soon. Kronos says, "Thanks for the show. Later, taters." Take care, Kronos. Carlos says, "Have a fantastic day or night, Kronos." Kronos says, "Kapla." Deej says, "I can still eat an entire box of cereal." Good for you, Deej. I can't. I get sick. The Random Menace is not sure if you know, a couple of days ago, we lost Mar Krell. His legal name was Jens. Some of us knew him. Mar Krell passed away. I'm so sorry. What do we know? What or why? I mean, I don't know. If was he ill? That is so sad. Deed says, "Thanks for telling us, Random. I didn't know. Bird didn't even sing it correctly." What? Mike Richards says, "Deed, you expected something else?" Deed says, "I guess not." Deed says, "But Frankie Valli is Italian, so I had a tiny bit of hope."
Sherry,
Sherry?
the song.
The song Sherry?
What song do they play?
Oh, maybe. Does Frankie Valli sing Sherry?
I don't know.
Sherry, baby. I don't know what they're talking about, Mama Pray. The lovely Sherry says, "Are you being serious?" To the Random Menace. Random Menace says, "Deej, he was on borrowed time for many years."
We're all on borrowed time.
The random answer, Sherry, unfortunately, yes. No, it was another YouTuber, he said, that passed away. I only knew about, I didn't know his real name. Lovely Sherry says he was so nice and funny. Mar will be missed. Yeah, I was not aware. I'm so sorry. I can't say that I knew him personally. I was on a stream with him now and then, but I really didn't have any long-standing, interactions with the man. Carlos, those blue spots go all the way down. And Carlos says, damn contrast on those old big TVs. Jedi Bill says hello to the lovely Sherry. Carlos says, now where can the cat sleep with the super slim TVs? That's true. Deed says hey to Bill. The lovely Sherry says, hello, good to see you, Bill. The LDG says Mar died. What? Are we sure about this? I mean, obviously, Random Menace doesn't go around making up bullshit, but I feel like there would be a lot more people talking about this, unless it just happened. If it just happened, LDG is asking who's reporting this. Jedi Bill is saying, is this true or false? Random says, LDG, I found out on Facebook his family posted it in German on his profile. Today? Thank you. Well, thank you, Joseph. Well, that's crazy. Hmm. I'm not Facebook friends with him, so I can't confirm. But anyone else who would like to, feel free. I'm really shocked now. So then it wasn't what I thought I'd heard something about somebody a couple days ago, but clearly it wasn't Mar. What's up, Mom? Are you looking at something else?
No, I'm looking at something else. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Mom O'Prey was looking at something else. Causes remember to live life as if awesome and incredible are a downgrade. Yeah, that was the advice. That was the advice of oh my God, our good friend, what was his name? I feel terrible. Come on, help me out. Why am I saying Admiral? I want to think Admiral Doom. Admiral Doom. Thank you, Admiral Doom. I knew it was Admiral something. Yeah, Admiral O.F. Oliver Franklin Doom. Remember to live life like awesome and incredible are a downgrade. Short attention span theater. Admiral Oliver Franklin Doom. Still waiting to start week 29 through January 25th, 2021 at 1 a.m. Still got it. Still got it in. Here's the link for anybody who wants to go pay their respects. Again, right in the chat or whatever. So for January 29th, it's National Puzzle Day. Bubble Wrap Appreciation Day. Curmudgeon's Day. Free Thinkers Day. Kansas Day. For Salty, National Bible Day. National Carnation Day. National Corn Chip Day. And Seeing Eye Guide Dog Anniversary Day. Quite the number of interesting days for today. Carlos's hugs to all that need one. Carlos says he would write our names of those in the chat in the credits. Johnny Rocky says, any wrestling fans on here, Vince McMahon is a lunatic. And Carlo loves carnations. Do some Dear Bops. Dear Bop, my friend is an environmentalist and is always complaining about the environment. Last night, he was going on and on about if the ice caps melt, where would the polar bears go? So he got mad when I told him we would give them the grizzly bears land and make the black bears do all the work, and well, the pandas could make the railroad. Yeah, that's probably not that's probably not politically correct kind of thing to say. However, I would venture to say that's probably exactly what would happen. Carl Albanese says, did I skip Nielsen Anniversary Day? I didn't see that. Dear Bob, please fix the UI so this text field works on mobile, cannot scroll. When completed, please issue a Sunday apology video for my troubles. Sincerely, the mobile trekker. The text field should work on you on mobile, but I will double check. You cannot scroll when completed. I will check it out, but don't hold your breath. Dear Bob, just wanted to say hello. No real problems, no real issues. Just hoping you are well. Mom will pray as well, and the goddess Sis will pray as well. We are well. Thank you for asking.
Who wrote that?
I don't know. It's anonymous.
Oh,
Dear Bob, have you seen the new Ghostbusters trailer today? Slimer is back. You know, I heard about the trailer on the news, but I didn't get a chance to watch it. So let's go ahead and watch. Let's go ahead and watch the Ghostbusters trailer. There it is. Official trailer. Oh, and there's the For All Mankind Season 4 ending explained, which is a pretty good channel to check up on if you're watching For All Mankind. Okay. So you're saying we need all the help we can get. Frozen Empire. Get to work. That's the guy from the original Ghostbusters. And now he's the head of Quantum Leap. And now he's back in Ghostbusters. It's weird. It's a weird path of employment from ghostbusting to Quantum Leap back to ghostbusting. Bill Murray. I've been waiting 40 years for this. They called themselves Ghostbusters. According to these hacks, they saved the world. Is this the dickless guy? It's true. This man has no dick. No eyewitnesses. And who is found to carry the torch? Descendants of Egon Spengler. You have a miner hanging out the side of a moving vehicle. Yeah, that probably doesn't play too well. Oh, it is him firing a laser gun indiscriminately. It's not laser. It's proton pack. It's completely safe. The girl says, I wouldn't say completely safe. The Ghostbusters are finished. They've all overruled. Sustain. Like, how can you be still anti-Ghostbuster? You were there. You saw the fucking Marshmallow Man climb up a fucking building and then be melted down. And I mean, that's real. That happened. And then the fucking Statue of Liberty. The Statue of fucking Liberty walked off its goddamn island, walked through the fucking Hudson River, walked up onto the land, down fucking Broadway, and I don't know what, fucking attacked the fucking whatever it was, museum on New Year's Eve. This stuff was recorded on actual news, actual news video, not people's homemade, handmade VHS tapes, actual real, CNN, NBC, ABC, CBS news recordings. This all happened. You cannot be somebody who still denies Ghostbusters were a thing. I don't get it. You're freaked out by strange old things, then buddy, you just hit the jackpot. What is it? The better question is what's inside of it. I bet it's the ghost that had her way with what's his face? Ray. An unimaginable evil. A second ice age. What's the problem with that? There's been like 50. This isn't a second ice age. There wasn't one ice age. It's ice ages happen all the fucking time in the history of the planet. It's not the first ice age or the second. This would be like the 40th ice age. Nobody even fucking counts. Yes. Why do they even have a landline? If she's not happy to talk, why even pick up the phone? Just fucking put them on a website. It's got to be cheaper and easier. All dark and horny at 12 o'clock. Jesus, yes, Dickless is in the trailer. Lol. And no eyewitnesses. How are there no eyewitnesses? Indeed. Dan Ben says hi. Jesus, he got marshmallow dumped on him. That's right. He was supposed to be feeling like $100. Arabic Sanders says kapla. For kapla Arabic. Stanley says Deej. You'd be pretty cranky too if you had no dick. Mike Richards says a lot of stupid Americans ignore reality. Deej says, or just a really small one. Deej says, I knew Bird would rant if he watched this. We're still coming out of an ice age. Yeah, Carlo. Jedi Bill says LDG doesn't pay attention in his underground. Yeah, he's busy. Dan Ben says Google says at least 5 major ice ages have occurred throughout Earth's history. The earliest one was over 2 billion years ago. Dan Ben says, I really don't know how Ghostbusters, this really look. A film about ghosts, more like Jack Frost, is coming to kill everyone. Dan Ben says, I've never seen any Ghostbusters film, but as a kid in the 90s, I did see the animated cartoon. You've never seen Ghostbusters, Dan Ben? You gotta go try and watch the movies. The original Ghostbusters movie, those are classics. Gorilla's Random Thought says, never even said hi to me. I see where I rank. Kapla Gorilla, where I didn't see you here. This is the first time I see you in the chat. Stan Lee says, Dan Ben, how aren't more people getting impaled by those ice spikes? Stan Lee says, that beach should be a bloodbath. And Dan Ben says, Stanley says to Dan Ben, well, he probably meant it's the second one we've had. Oh, they've got a drone. They've got a drone on top of the car now. And oh my God, do all dead fish turn into ghosts? Ah, it's Slimer. He's been slimed. Yeah. Yeah, that just happened to you. You just been slimed. You just been slimed. Well, you know, it's not the movie I was hoping for, but it still looks like it'll be a fun movie. Oh, let's see. We got a couple more Dear Bops. Dear Bop, mobile tracker can't scroll because he's too busy scratching a scrotum. Maybe that's the problem with your balls. Dear Bop, were you nervous your first stream? And if so, how did you overcome it? I ask because I will be streaming with some friends and a bit unsure about it. My first live stream was me ranting about my hospital bed. But no, I wasn't nervous because I had, before I streamed myself, I'd become I was a guest on Salty Stream and other people's streams. So, you know, I kind of got used to being a guest. So once I had streamed, the fact that I was streaming on my own channel really didn't make any difference that I was streaming on my channel versus somebody else's. I mean, maybe I was nervous, but not enough, nothing that held me back. I felt, to be honest, I wasn't nervous. I'm pretty good about public speaking. I always have been, mostly because I just I don't care. I don't really care what other people have to say. There are people who get really upset that they're being judged, that they feel like other people are judging them, I guess. But me, I'm kind of a dick. I kind of don't care. I kind of don't care what other people think enough. So I really, to be honest, if you say, I don't like you, I say like, okay, sorry, don't come back. I don't care. I really don't. I really don't. But then there's the other part of me that really does kind of feel bad if people don't like it, but I don't know. I guess there's the other part that just says so the fuck what? I don't know. I don't want to be a dick, but I don't care. I hope you want to like it. I feel bad when I feel like I haven't done as good a job as I could do. But Professor Brainy Specs with a 34 Karogan month, 34 months of being a Karogan citizen. Says Bird of Prey 5, ranting on his first stream. Bird never rants. I don't believe this. Kapla, Bird of Prey 5. Yeah, I agree. Professor Brennan Specs' Ghostbusters Frozen Empire looks good. Mike Richards is Professor Brennan Specs. I'm still hanging in there. Stanley says, and this is not directed by Jason Reitman. Jason Reitman is only producing this time. Deed says, looks good and looks like the OGs get more screen time than the last one. Carlos's Ghostfish are a bit slippery. Gorilla says, hey, the professor. Carlos says, did he say guest or pest? Carlos says, the only advice is be yourself and enjoy. Absolutely. Carlo puts up Bird rant. Stanley says, the trick is Bird doesn't give a shit, basically. Random Menace says, I remember watching the stream. It was a great rant, less energetic, but a really long rant. What, my first stream? My hospital bed? Carlos says UPS. Hail Karoga. Lemon Pie says howdy. Howdy, Lemon Pie. Carlo Albanese waving. Well, I think we're coming to the end here. I got some stuff I got to do realistically. So thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. But we're going to call it a day. I got to fix whatever's going on. Can't get the goddamn animations to show up. Yes, the Hill Rom sucks stream. It feels like it was only a couple of years ago, right? I tell you, we're going to be doing another Hill Rom sucks stream because Mama Prey really hates this new bed. Caught up with the chat. Impressive. Thank you. Farewell, Columbus, Ohio. Kapla all. Hope everyone, Carlo Albanese says, hope everyone has a wonderful night and see you all soon. Absolutely. Thank you, Hakeem. Thank you, Carlo. And take care, Professor. Cop all. Bird out.